I'd like to bid you welcome to Newbie's Tips episode 4. Today's episode is going to be about gear and item level. These are the bread and butter of the game and going into content at level 50, 60 and 70. First off, I will go over the different types of gear for the jobs. For tanks, which are Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight and soon to be Gunbreaker, they get a set which is usually referred to as the Fending set. This set has a lot more defense than every other job, but it also comes with both vitality and strength that are roughly close to each other because their damage comes from both of these stats. Paladin is the only battle job that will use the offhand slot. The offhand slot is there on the top right on the gear screen. And this is where it holds your shields. Again, for Paladin, their weapon damage and the stats for their weapon is tied to both sword and shield, so you must have both equipped. As you can see, the most of the stuff is called of Fending. There is a few things in the game that don't have the Fending title but are for tanks, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. Next up, we will go over the healers. They have the obvious set of being called of healing, so if you're a healer, make sure to equip those. The healers currently are White Mage, Astro and Scholar. Next up, we'll go over casters, which is Summoner, Black Mage and Red Mage. Now they obviously have stuff of casting. No. Nice and simple. Next ones we're going to go over is Bard, Machinist and soon to be Dancer. Their left side pieces generally referred to as aiming pieces. Now their right side, which are their accessories, these are also aiming, but they can also be equipped by Ninja as well. I'll just show that off. So as you can see, aiming on the accessories for Ninja as well. Now Ninja's left side, they get a set known as Scouting, and this set is there for Ninja only. Only Ninja can equip Scouting pieces. Ninja isn't the only job to have such unique stuff. Dragoons as well. They get given stuff which are maiming pieces. This is only for their left side, mind you. As for their accessories, they will be sharing with Monk and Samurai as well. So yep, maiming on the left side, but they use slaying on the right. As you can see, Monk, which is also shares most of its gear with Samurai, has slaying accessories as well. Now the Monk and Samurai's left side pieces are called striking, usually. So as you can see, some striking and some stuff that's not got striking attached, but they are for Monk and Samurai. Some things to also know about this is to swap jobs you must equip a weapon, and anything that you are currently equipped with that is not compatible with the job that you currently are, or the level of said job, will be unequipped automatically for you. Next up, I'm going to quickly go over gear sets and how to make new ones. So if we, I just equip a load of different items. There we go. Right. Once you have equipped everything new onto whatever, you can click on this gear set list here, and then if you go all the way up to the top and then click on the plus, you can create a new gear set. Now this is saved, and it will also give a flag for all that gear that you just made as part of a set. So if you were to go to your grand company and hand over pieces of gear for seals, you can have the option of hide gear set items, and all that gear that you have saved onto a gear set will not be showing up as something you can hand in. You can also update gear sets as you equip better pieces. So if I do this, so once you have equipped anything that you want to upgrade that gear set with, if you click on the refresh icon, that will update the gear set, and it will give it, and it will then, that new will be then saved when you can go on it. You can swap between gear sets as simple as clicking on them. So clicked on Cull, go, and then go back, and you can go equip. Last thing to note with the gear screen here is the recommended gear. Now this will put on the highest item level gear that you have currently in your inventory, well, your armory chest. This will be automatic when it does it, but be forewarned, at max level sometimes you might want to equip something that's 10 item levels lower depending on stat weight, but this is only applicable to maximum level. Do not worry about this until you are at that stage. So, recommend it, and there you are. You then equip with everything that was the highest item level that would be appropriate, and then that gear set is all done. If you want to delete a gear set, you can, if you go on the sub-commands on the gear set list, you can go down to delete set. You can also move them around as well as preview them if you so wish, so if they got a specific glamour on them. But, wait. The next thing I'm going to go over is item level. Now, item level is both on your gear, but there's also an average of your gear. So, for instance, take this tank body piece. It is item level 400. But if you notice, next to Paladin at the top, in that bracket, there is the average item level, which is 386. So that average is added up from all your pieces of gear that you currently have equipped, and then it's sorted out from that. Now you want to have as high item level as you can, so that you can not only enter parties in Party Finder, but also enter duties like dungeons and trials that are at the level 50 range, at the level 60, and at level 70. I will show you what happens if you are too far below in item level on gear. So when I equip this high level 1 piece, I am down to item level 355. This is displayed right next to the shield over here. Now, because I'm item level 355, I am now unable to enter the last dungeon of Stormblood, which has an item level of 360 minimum to enter. So if I want to enter that dungeon, I have to equip better gear. So equip that back on, and there it is, unlocked, and I can now queue for it. During the leveling process between 1 to 50, 50 to 60 and 60 to 70, there is no item level restriction on the dungeons. But I highly urge you to equip better pieces of gear that you get a hold of, because you're only going to be helping your party by equipping that better gear. Another thing to note, if you have leveled up your crafters, you are able to repair your own gear. This can be very helpful for high-end raiding and so forth, that you can repair within instances. Now, to repair your gear, you must be at minimum 10 levels below the current cap. So if you have level 60 crafters, you can repair level 70 gear. But if you have level 70, if you have only level 50 crafters, you can't repair level 70 gear. You can only repair up to level 60. To repair the gear as well, it must also be below 100% condition. Condition is right down at the bottom, underneath the materia slots. It's the first thing, and as you can see, I have everything above 100%, so I'm unable to repair any of it. If I were to just go equip that and go and make something, as you can see, its condition has lowered by a percentage. Now, because I have my crafters leveled up, I'm able to now click on the sub command and go to repair. Here I can go up to here and repair all. This will give it a much higher condition. Now it's up to 199. This means you won't have to keep repairing anywhere near as often. But again, this does require you to have your crafters leveled. This has been this episode on gear and item level. I hope this has been helpful. And I would like to bow out here. Thank you.